Quick questions. Do we have to have accent when we are speaking? Is accent really important? Or are we stressing over it unnecessarily? I am going to answer these with some of my stories, struggles, and experiences. I hope you are going to enjoy it. Let me tell you something. This video is going to be longer than usual because I'm trying to break things down. I'm trying to go deeper. Why accent matters? What is accent? Do we have to learn? What are the consequences? Or what happens? Can we really learn it? So I'm going to cover all these, and that's the reason if you're running out of time, I would suggest to save it for later. What is accent? Accent 𝗀𝗲𝗲. It's the sounds that we make. Just the way I said right now. It's the sounds that we make. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. It's the sounds that we make. So whenever we are speaking a language, the sounds that we make, that's basically accent. যেসব sounds আমরা use করি, সেটাই হচ্ছে accent. The rhythm we use, the tone, the way we pronounce a word, also the way we stress syllables. So all of these make an accent. There would be many reasons why we learn English. It could be for travel, it could be for a job, or it could be understanding a Netflix show or video without subtitles. So we have reason to learn English. Don't you think we should be having reason to learn accent? Accent শেখার ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের কি reason থাকা উচিত না? আমরা যে কোনো accent শিখবো, যে কোনো accent হতে পারে. There are many accents. Someone is from USA, he will be practicing American accent. From UK, British accent. If you are trying to follow a certain accent, you should be having reason. Why am I trying to learn a certain accent? কেন আমি একটা accent শিখতে চাইছি? আমার কি reason আছে? আমার কি কারণ আছে? So, to go for the reasons, I would share something personal. My reasons. As I said in the beginning, this video is going to be about experiences, about my personal stories, and also many of the viewers have asked me about my story or my journey, and they said they would be happy if I shared some. So here I am. I would be talking about many of my stories today. I have said in one of my recent videos that I have taken my course from Pundit's Knowledge Port. So my journey started in 2018. 2018 সালে আমি Pundit's Knowledge Port-এ যাই এবং আমার accent শেখার journey শুরু করি. Now let me tell you, before that, I was already interested in English. I was already trying to speak like the native people, but I did not have idea about accent. আমি ইংরেজি চর্চা করলেও আমার accent সম্পর্কে খুব একটা ধারণা ছিল না. If I talk about my dad, he's like super honest, straightforward. You would never be unsure if my dad likes you or not. It would be so obvious. And that was also with Basith's brother. He was a mixture. First of all, he was strict. He was honest. He would tell you in your face. Would you like to know what he said about my speaking, about my accent? He said it was a garbage accent. Like, I never heard this about my accent. That, okay, my accent is garbage, okay? Let me just digest the fact, what he said. He never used to sugarcoat things. He always said up front. And that's the reason that helped me shape my accent. Because if he said, you're great, you already are great, maybe I would never even think of practicing or never even think of taking it forward. The first thing I could say is when I saw him, I thought, okay, I could also speak like that. Like the idea that we could also speak like somebody. He was there in front of my eyes. I could see him, I could meet him, and I used to hear him. So it was not something like, okay, I know that people speak with accent. For me, he was in front of me. I was taking classes. I was learning from him. So if my teacher can speak like something, I can also speak like that. একটা ধারণা যে yes, আমি পারবো. যেমন আমার সামনে কেউ এত সুন্দর করে ইংরেজিতে কথা বলছে, তখন আমার মধ্যেও আসলো যে yes, I can try this, I can speak like this. You know, in life, sometimes you might be thinking, oh, I'm working so hard, like 9 to 5 job, you know, I'm so tired and it's so much work that I'm doing. Until the day you meet somebody who is working double than you do, going for classes, office, gym, and then coming home back and then studying. And when you meet such a person, you would say, oh, there are people who are working more. So the idea that I was working super hard or like nobody could work like me changed. The same thing can happen with accent. We would be thinking, okay, to be able to speak English is great, until you meet somebody who speaks great English with great accent. Then you would imagine, okay, accent is something that I can try. So for me, that was one reason. Before, if you see me, I was nothing about accent. I mean, I was a person who knew nothing about accent. The next reason is a bit emotional. It's a bit deeper than what I was saying. So we shared a different bond. Like if I tell about him, after my dad, the most real person I have ever seen is 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗶's brother. Yes, his name is 𝗵𝗲𝗿 and we used to call him brother. We did not call him teacher, rather brother. So I hope you understand what kind of bond we shared. It was a very different bond. I never saw any teacher like him. Yes, of course, everyone has different personalities, but when I talk about him, it's so different. It was more like a friend. I still remember one day he was pulling my bag from the back, like a child who would be messing with his friends. When we used to be done with our classes, he used to stand and look if we are going safely or not. Also, I remember like I used to laugh over everything, and he was also like a childlike spirit. We used to laugh over anything. One day I was laughing and he was asking me, why are you laughing? He started checking himself if everything is fine. We used to laugh, we used to crack jokes. So there is a different situation that I did not say or I did not talk about. He passed away in 2020, and that was a whole different situation for me. I always had the thought that Pandits would be with me. We had so many plans, we planned so many things, and I thought I would always be going there. That was like a fun place for me where I could chat, I could express, I could laugh, I could be criticized. So losing him was my world turning upside down. Yeah, I mean, what should I speak about right now? So the thing is, when I lost him, speaking English was not a skill for me. It was more like a promise to practice, a promise to improve, and a promise to honor what he taught us. It was more like a personal thing for me. যেটা আমি বোঝাতে চাচ্ছি সেটা হচ্ছে, প্রথমত আমরা বুঝতে পারি না অনেক সময় যে আমরা কোনো কিছু অ্যাচিভ করতে পারি। যখন আমরা কাউকে দেখি কোনো কিছু শিখছে বা কোনো কিছুতে অনেক ভালো, আমরা তখন ভাবতে শুরু করি, আচ্ছা আমিও তো হয়তো পারতে পারি, আমিও কথা বলতে পারি, আমিও অ্যাকসেন্ট শিখতে পারি। আমার সামনে একটা প্রমাণ ছিল, আমার সামনে কেউ ছিল যিনি দুর্দান্তভাবে ইংরেজি বলতেন। তখন আমার কাছে ইন্সপিরেশন আসে, আমি অনুপ্রাণিত হই যে ঠিক আছে আমিও শিখতে পারবো। এবং দ্বিতীয় যে বিষয়টা আমি বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি সেটা হচ্ছে, তিনি যখন দুনিয়া ত্যাগ করে চলে যান তখন আমার মধ্যে অনেক বড় একটা পরিবর্তন আসে। অবশ্যই আমি প্রথম থেকে ইংরেজি চর্চা করছিলাম, কিন্তু যখন উনি দুনিয়াতে নাই তখন আমার কাছে এটা মোর লাইক এ প্রমিস, অর্থাৎ আমার কাছে এটা একটা প্রমিসের মতো যে আমার পূরণ করতে হবে বা আমার করে যেতে হবে। He always used to tell us, you have to keep practicing, you can never stop, you can never stop, you can never stop. No matter what happens, keep going. I mean, he was so real. I can never tell you about him. Like, words will always fall short if I talk about him the way he was. He meant a lot for me. Oh my God. That's the reason I did not want to talk about him because whenever I mention him, it's something different. First, I was all about English. English, English, English. I used to be so much into English. I already had said to my parents that I'm going to study English. I'm going to be with English. So, of course, I had a different love for English that pushed me farther. And second, when I met Basit brother, that was like a different world for me. Something I never expected. Of course. Like, I never thought I would be speaking with accent. I never knew that I would be like this. Seriously, even today, I never imagined that I would speak in such a way. People would praise my English or I would take it that seriously. Of course, I had love, but I never knew that I'm going to practice an accent and I'm going to be practicing an accent. So are you getting me? So watching somebody in real life gave me the motivation that yes, I can also do it. And third reason was personal, as I said, that when he left the world, it was like a promise to fulfill. That was my gesture of love to him. Of course, he's not alive. He cannot see the way I'm practicing. He cannot say that I'm proud of you. Yes, you're going great. He's not here. I know this. But still I have to keep going because he taught us to keep going. These are my reasons why I chose to start speaking English with an accent. এগুলো ছিল আমার রিজন কেন আমি অ্যাকসেন্ট শেখা শুরু করেছি, কেন আমি অ্যাকসেন্ট ধরে রেখেছি, and now I want to pass it on to people. Seriously, and now I want to motivate people and I want to show people that yes, you can also learn English and you can also speak English in a great way. That's possible, that's achievable, we can do it. So let me know what's your reason, if you even have a reason or not. Sit and think if you are even into accent or not. Say, do I have a reason to learn English? Do I have a reason to learn accent? যখন আমাদের কোনো reason থাকবে, কাজটা আরো দ্রুত হবে না? আমার যদি reason থাকে কেন আমি accent শিখবো, আমি আরো অনেক দ্রুত accent শিখতে পারবো. Having reasons make the learning personal. It makes it powerful.